what, I don't know, dollars-ish more than what I usually make in 2 weeks. So yeah, I earned every single penny. Hey y'all, we are back with another Vlogmas video. As requested, I'm gonna be doing a budget with me for my Christmas check that I just got. So hopefully it's pretty informative and helpful and just interesting. Okay, before we even get into how much money was on the Christmas check, because I'm sure that's why y'all are watching the video, I do wanna kind of go through how I'm gonna do the video, I guess. So I have my budget sheet right here on my laptop. And so I'm gonna tell y'all my expenses, so like bills and stuff that I've already paid for this month. And then whenever I'm budgeting and saying like I'm gonna allocate this much money to this bill, y'all kind of have an idea of what I usually pay. So like you'll see like why I'm doing that much money or whatever. I also want to put out this disclaimer. I live with my mom, so I don't pay rent, and I don't have kids, and I don't really have that many bills. So do with that information as you will. I'm all for pay transparency, and I thought this was a good video to do, especially y'all voted on it. Most of y'all voted on budgeting the check with me. I figured this is more money than I usually make, so it would be fun to do a budgeting video. All right, so usually full-time for nurses is 36 hours. So usually on my check, it's 72, 74 hours of work. This check was 84 hours plus 2 hours of education. And I also had 10 hours of overtime from this shift. So my gross was significantly more than what I'm usually grossing after a 2-week check or whatever. Anyways, the gross really doesn't matter because that's not what's going in my account. But my net, which is what's going into my account, was, drumroll please, $3,291. Like, that is what, I don't know, $800 ish more than what I usually make in 2 weeks. So yeah, I earned every single penny. So anyways, let's get into the actual budgeting. So the things that I'm in debt with are my student loans, which those payments start in January. They'll be $170, so I'm gonna include that into this one. I do have an Apple Card. It's my only credit card, and I usually pay more than the minimum thing. And then I have Klarna and Afterpay. No shame in my game. If Klarna and Afterpay are an option, I'm using them, especially if I have the money in my account. Like I'm using it, and then it builds up your credit and stuff. Anyways, aside from the debt, my bills are, I have a car note, which is $155. I've already paid my car note for this month and I'm ahead. So I won't be putting any money towards my car note because I'll get paid again in January. My car insurance is $115 and I've already paid it. But this month it was $168 because everybody's insurance is going up, whatever. But I'm like, 115 to 168 is a little crazy, and that's full coverage. But moving on, I already paid my phone bill. My phone bill is $65 and it's due on the 4th. So I'll get paid again on the 3rd. So I'll use that check to pay my phone bill. I have an Amazon Prime subscription account. It's no longer a student account, so it is $15 a month. Sadly, I consider EasyTag a bill because I use it every time I go to work. And this month I've already spent $100. Why? Because I'm going to other places that don't work with my EasyTag. But in Houston, like if it's a 15+ minute dip, like I'm using my EasyTag. And then gas, I've already spent $125 on gas this month. It's only been it's barely been 3 weeks. $125 is kind of crazy. Like I drive a Chevy Cruze. That money has been spent already. So y'all will know, like whenever I'm allocating money towards certain things, what I've already spent. For shopping, I spent almost $2K this month because it's Christmas and I'm buying everybody gifts. Eating, yeah, I spent $300. This stuff is coming from Chase, who's telling me like the categories and stuff, and I'm like looking in there and make sure it's accurate. So this check is a little fun because I have stuff to budget for, but like I really don't. So the first thing I usually do is budget my savings. So like I'll put money into my savings. I have a regular savings, and then so like savings that's going towards whatever, and then I have another savings that's for like trips, birthdays, anything coming up that I want to pay for. So into my primary savings, because I am saving to get an apartment, I'm gonna put $1,000 in there, and then in my trip / birthday savings, I'm gonna put $500 in there. So I put $500 into my miscellaneous savings, and then $1,000 into my regular savings account. So let me show y'all how this works. So my savings is right here. It adds it up for you, and then it tells you how much money you have left to spend from this amount, which is your income. So I already put in how much I already paid, and since I don't have to pay anything in this check, I just put $0. But for the gas, I'm gonna just budget one more full tank, which is $40, and then I'm gonna leave this blank because I'm not paying it yet. My easy tag, I'll budget $20 more because I just got charged $20, literally yesterday or something. Now for the debt portion, I pay on that every time I get paid. So my Apple Card, I'm going to put $200. And then Klarna, I think I owe maybe $300 something on there. Crazy, but it's not that crazy. I'll probably do $100 for Klarna. Afterpay is around the same, so I'll do $125, and I'll change Klarna to $125 too, just so they both getting some love. Nailnet, which are my student loans, is at $170. My debt total is $620. That is between 4 different debt categories. So after those payments or allocations, I'm left with $1,171. The categories I did for my expenses, because I've already done the bills and I've done the debt categories, I did eating out and fast food, especially because this is one of my biggest expenses. I did shopping and online shopping. And then I did a category that says I'm just a girl, because I'm literally just a girl. Like I need my toes done, I need my hair done, I need my eyebrows, lashes done, like all of the things. So my eating out and fast food budget for 2 weeks, which is the length of like a check, obviously. For 2 weeks, I'll say $100, and it needs to literally be nothing else but $100, because I don't want to go over $200 for a month. Shopping or online shopping, Christmas is still in full effect, but also my man's birthday is coming up. I bought most of his stuff already, but I don't know, I always have a trick or two up my sleeve. So that, and I also gotta prepare for a few trips I have coming up. Let's just say $800. And then I'm just a girl, so my lashes, $100. And I don't even keep my lashes done, but my lashes, my eyebrows, $10, pedicures, $40, $50. So it's $160, and then my hair is like $240. So we'll just say $400. And then whenever I actually spend is what I'll put here, and then it'll tell me like how much I have left of my budget as I'm spending. And then once this is to literally calculate all of your expenses. I would probably only do this for like expenses that are more than $20. But you select the category, and then you put how much you spent, the date, and then if you want to put a note, but it'll transfer this to your spending category, and then it'll kind of tell you how much you have left of your check. So because this is my second check for the month, things are a little easier, but this is the income. I didn't have to pay any bills for this check. My expenses have not you know, like I budgeted for $1,300, but I haven't spent anything yet with this check. Savings, I put in $1,500, and then my debt is $620. I'm left with $1,171 to go into my expenses. So just for fun, let's go ahead and see what I would be left with if I actually had these bills to pay for with this check. And then we're not going to count these two because that kind of, well, actually, let's go ahead and already count them. So these bills add up to $462. So after these bills and my debt and my savings and all the things, I'm left with $709 from this check. And that's not going towards any of my shopping expenses or anything that I have a budget of $1,300 for. But I still have money in my checking account from my last check. So also, I forgot to mention, I did already take out $1,000, or actually I think I took out like $1,500 out of the savings that's for Christmas and trips and all of that, because I did save a good amount into that savings account. So it didn't hurt as bad whenever I was spending some of this money on Christmas gifts and stuff. So that's pretty much the end of the video. I'm a very blessed, very fortunate, very hardworking, like, I love this for me. But I'm excited for January because I get paid 3 times because we're paid bi-weekly. So that's just how the weeks fall in January. We get paid 3 times. So it's kind of going to be more bonus. I don't know, like, the math is like girl math because I'm basically getting paid extra for nothing. But that is the end of this budgeting video. I hope you found it interesting, and I will see y'all in the next video.